So what I was able to check thanks to the Makita Lawn Mower was the quality of replacement batteries for Makita, 18-volt batteries of course. And I've noticed few things that I haven't noticed before. In general, I don't regret the fact that I bought them, the replacement batteries. They were significantly cheaper, but there is a reason why they are cheaper. Still, it was a good value for money. Well, what I would avoid next time buying replacement batteries would, especially if you want to use them for the lawn mower, this type of lawn mower, is this extra grip feature. And indeed they improve the grip, but when you try to install these two fairly large batteries together, the distance between them on the lawn mower is so small that they touch each other, and then removing them is quite difficult. Well, that might be in fact the problem of the lawn mower, not the battery, but that's how it looks like at the moment. Let me show you. So let me show you. As you can see, the gap between the batteries is minimal. They're almost in contact, and in fact to the extent that when I used to have two of these replacement batteries with this improving grip feature, I was not able to install them fully into position, and then removing them was extremely difficult. It took a lot of effort to take them out. In this case it's also not easy, but it's possible. What I've noticed definitely better in original Makita batteries is the material they're made of. It's much smoother, which makes installing and removing them from any Makita tools much easier. In this case it's rougher, so to remove it sometimes I have to wobble it a little bit before I take them out. Would I buy them again? Definitely yes. They were probably half the price of the original Makita batteries. I use them on a weekly basis in my lawn mower, but not only. I use them a lot in during some works at my house. And out of, I believe, 7 that I used to have, only out of which 5 were replacement batteries and 2 original Makita batteries. Only one failed and at some point gave up, but that was after I think 1 year of fairly frequent use. So this is how I would review the batteries thanks to the lawn mower. The lawn mower itself, what prompted me to make this video was one of the comments from I think one of the subscribers, who noticed that in the first video I said that there will be second part, and it has never happened until now. The main problem was the lack of time. Yes, but I definitely owed you this video, because my first one was quite I was quite impressed with Makita lawn mower. By now I know all its disadvantages and a few advantages, and I can tell you definitely that if I was going to buy it again, I would go for much stronger model, if there are any. I'm not sure about that. And I think for the type of garden that I have, I would rather go for small petrol lawn mower rather than this electric one. My lawn is not that rough anymore, but it's also not extremely easy to lawn. So what are the problems? The problems that started very quickly, and that might be the design issue, are the wheels, which are quite wobbly. And I've noticed that they became very wobbly, and then I've noticed that this started happening. I'm not sure how well you can see, but the plastic wheels started to break, and then they became very wobbly. So far it's only one from what I'm seeing, so maybe there was a problem with this specific wheel, but that was the case. Another problem with this lawn mowers is that if the basket is not used, our grass collecting basket is not in use, the grass sticks in this area here and starts blocking the blade. So from time to time you simply have to stop the machine, take the grass out, because it doesn't come out easily by itself, and then restart. What I like about it still is the start-stop feature that stops the motor immediately. That's a great thing, especially when you have to cross through different things like water hoses or some bricks or stones, so it's great. What I've noticed, what I started not to like quite quickly, is this adjustment feature. It's not easy to work with. Well, it's easy to lower it, but not that easy to increase the height, and it feels like it will break sooner or later because it's quite it flexes quite a lot. I like this handle, which is quite useful when you have to carry the machine. As you can see, the surface could have been much smoother, so it's easier to clean. Also, grass gets everywhere, so this cover is not extremely useful. Some people, I've noticed in their reviews, they take it off because it doesn't protect the battery that much. As you can see, after each mowing I have to clean it and get rid of this grass. Luckily it doesn't affect the connectivity so far, but yes, it gets in a way sometimes. So what else? I would improve the undercarriage of this lawn mower by removing all nooks and crannies that collect the cut grass. I believe that all of them exist to improve the robustness of this construction, but they don't improve the practicality of it. So the fact that it's light, because it's made of plastic, made the constructors, the designers, create all these features that then have to be cleaned regularly, and that's how the lawnmower looks just after free lawn mowing. So again, the advantage is that it's quite quiet, it's pretty quiet, and your neighbors would love it in that meaning. But from practicality point of view, it's not the best lawn mower. It's not very robust, so it's for really light works for small gardens. It tends to stall on a bigger grass, and it uses batteries like crazy when there is a little bit more difficult area to cut. So I've got this 6 batteries of different amperage, from 1.5 up to 6, I believe, ampere hours. So in total, I would say 15 ampere hours. And sometimes I have to use them all of them almost twice to complete cutting my garden, which is not that large anyway. So if you have very good small garden with annoying neighbors that don't like too much noise, this is pretty good choice for you. But then remember to buy quite a lot of batteries, let's say 5 ampere hours, with a charger that can charge 2 of them at the time. That should be sufficient then, and you should enjoy this lawnmower. But then remember to clean it regularly. Use the basket, otherwise the grass will keep collecting in the back area and stall the and the lawnmower will keep stalling. Okay, I hope that this covers all the topics I want to cover. Once again, sorry for the long break, and if you want to hear something else about this equipment or other equipments from my videos, please let me know. So I installed this Gardena watering system in my garden, so maybe that would be a good topic for the video. If you think so, please let me know. Okay, enjoy your weekend, and thank you for watching.